Hi, my name is Marcello Pallas and today I'm going to give you 10 tips on how to improve your sight reading. Number 1. Choose a suitable piece for your level of sight reading. Remember, the difficulty level of the pieces you can play doesn't necessarily match the difficulty of the pieces you can sight read. Besides, in the majority of cases, what you can sight read will have to be a much lower level of what you can play. In general, choose pieces that are 2 levels down the level of the pieces that you can play after studying it. Number 2. Go slower than the actual tempo of the pieces that you're reading. In addition to choosing a piece that can match your sight reading skills, lower the speed so you can read the music steadily and with as less interruptions as possible. Number 3. Learn to identify the notes. I have included in the description a link to a video that will help you to name the notes. I suggest you, after sight reading a piece, you call out the notes of at least 2 lines of a piece. Make sure you do it after sight reading the piece, because if you do it before, it's like reading the script before watching a movie. Then it is not going to be sight reading anymore. Number 4. Learn to identify the melodic intervals. This is the distance between 2 consecutive notes. These are the lines on a staff, and what lies between 2 lines are called spaces. If I had that the next note moves from a line to the next space, or from a space to the next line, I know that I have to move 1 note up to the very next note, and in this way I don't need to identify the next note's name. When I'm moving from one line to the next one, or from a space to the next one, I know that I need to skip 1 note from the scale, and I don't need to identify the name of the next note. These are called thirds, by the way. If I see this gap, I know this is a 4th, and I skip 2 notes in between. And so on with the 5th, the 6th, etc. Number 5. Look at the key signature and identify the black keys that you will be using sight reading the piece. By doing this, you will slowly be getting more comfortable reading pieces in any key. Number 6. Establish a pulse. Look at the time signature and have an overview of the rhythm used by the piece. Then determine what your unit is going to be. Is it a quarter note? Is it the 8th note? Once you have the unit, start tapping, either with your foot or mentally, or simply nod your head. Once you started, keep going, and if you make a mistake, don't come back. Carry on. Pretend that somebody is playing along with you, and that you cannot stop or reduce the speed. Then, if you find the pulse is too fast for you, start again slower. Number 7. Familiarize with the shape of the written chords. I included a link to a video in the description to practice the reading of chords on the piano. Traditional and popular songs piano accompaniment sheet music usually works a lot with chords. Consider practicing with songbooks. Number 8. Practice rhythms, ignoring the pitch. Our channel is leader in rhythm reading training, and we have included in the description links to some of our most popular videos on how to read rhythms isolated from the pitch. Number 9. Set up a sort of distraction as you practice. That's a very good practice, believe it or not. From time to time, put on an audiobook or a podcast while practicing and try to listen to the words as you are sight reading. This will force your brain to divert your primary attention somewhere else and start developing sight reading as a mechanical process, something similar to when you are driving and you are talking to somebody next to you at the same time. A part of your brain is taking care of your safe driving while you are paying attention to the conversation. Number 10. Avoid looking at your hands when you are sight reading. This is our last tip. When you're sight reading, don't look at your hands unless you need to jump to a distance greater than an octave. Moving your sight from the sheet to the keyboard and back again will delay your playing unnecessarily. Get your fingers to learn to identify the notes on the keyboard by touch. Thank you for listening. I hope you liked the video. Remember to subscribe, to like the video and comment if you have any questions, and I hope I see you soon. Remember also to recommend this video to other people. Thank you.